It is now 6:17. Betsy is here on this August 2nd. Wow, hard to believe we're already there.
We have a lot of folks who are visiting Cleveland and Northeast Ohio. They're kind of packaging it up with the Hall of Fame festivities, and Cedar Point and everything else going on. And I think our weather is kind of putting on a little bit of a show.
Yeah, it's showing off.
It is.
Yeah,
this is summer
nice.
in the CLE. Now, we do have some haze that's still going on, but that is kind of part and parcel with what we've been dealing with throughout the entirety of the summer. Over the next few hours, temperatures fading back into the 60s. We'll hold on to some of the clouds, but we also have the haze that is sticking around. This is a look at satellite and radar, and we'll come back to this image in a little bit, but you can see where the clouds are off to the west of us. We have seen some cumulus clouds from time to time today, and that north flow continues to come across the lake from just a little bit elevated of a level. But as far as the smoke goes, we are still dealing with Canadian wildfire smoke. This came in and it's just been hanging around, and it will continue to hang around. So that's why we have that veiled sunshine out there today. We have not had to deal with too much surface smoke. This is vertically integrated smoke. This is throughout the column of the air above us. But the surface smoke, that is still TBD. We know that there is some smoke that is being reported at ground level in Garrett County, Maryland there, and northern portions of West Virginia, but we haven't seen too much in the way of that ground level smoke reported throughout the state of Ohio. That being said, we do have some visibility that is a little bit restricted, so there is that possibility for some light haze. And it's the ground level smoke that really is concerning for most folks, because that's where the air quality starts to come into play. Peyton put this graphic together a little bit earlier, and it's a perfect example of how this smoke is playing out. This is August 1st yesterday, obviously August 2nd today. We still have the lighter amounts of smoke. We could actually see blue, but we still have that smoke hanging around. Meanwhile, ground level, we only have a 50 on our air quality index as of 5 p.m. That's in the moderate level. That's not any massive concern. And as far as tomorrow goes, so far the forecast is still expected to have good air quality. But if you take a look at the forecast models for how this smoke is expected to go, we think it could start to settle across northern Ohio tomorrow. So you may notice some haze that's a little bit lower than it has been the last couple of days, and that may stick around. Now, as far as the other picture goes, the big picture, let's go back to it, because you can see there are storms off to the north of us, storms off to the south of us, and we are going to thread the needle here. Watch how all of these major weather systems kind of go on either side of us, so we end up sitting pretty for your day tomorrow in your National Designer hour-by-hour forecast, with the exception of that haze. It's going to be a hot one for us. Temperatures are going to top out in the mid, maybe upper 80s around the area. We're still going to be 80 degrees for the Hall of Fame game tomorrow in Canton, and your Union Home Mortgage forecast has us cooling off as we head into the weekend. Next rain chances coming later in the day on Sunday and into Monday.